Hello. In last video of setting a product strategy, we learned about the different levels of product, uh, different classification of the product, and different ways to differentiate your product, maybe on the basis of product features or maybe on the basis of service differentiation. In this particular video, we are going to learn about some of the very important concept of product mix and co-branding. So often a question comes to our mind that how can a company build and manage its product mix and a product line? So we are going to discuss both of these things, but before that we just need to understand one pyramid. So let us understand that product hierarchy pyramid. So as you can see that I have taken one example of FMCG product. Let's say like when you are using a bathing soap of any brand, like here I have taken example of Lux. So that is called product item. That product item is a subset, or it falls in a particular product type, which is called deodorant soap. What are the other kinds of soaps which are available? There can be a moisturizing soap, there can be a germ protection soap. So there are different types of product in that particular bathing soap category. So the Lux is a part of a deodorant soap. Now, whether it is a deodorant soap or germ protection soap or a moisturizing soap, they are a part of a product line which is called soap, right? Whereas soap falls in a product class which is called personal wash. Then a question comes in mind that what are the other like product lines which falls in the personal wash? So there might be a face wash other than this bathing soaps or bathing bars, or there might be some scrubs. So there can be different things which can be used for personal wash. That personal wash falls into a product family class which is called personal care. So personal care not only includes only like bathing soaps or maybe a face wash, this also includes a product related to care for the hair which is called hair care products, or it may also include some of the product which we use for the oral care, right? So there can be different things, different classes which may fall into personal care. So that is a family called product family. And this all these particular classes, like maybe a personal wash or maybe oral care or maybe a hair care, they all are there to satisfy a need which is called to look clean and beautiful. So this is the entire product hierarchy. There is some need. To serve that need, there is some product family, then comes a product class, then comes product line, then comes product type, and from that there is a product item. So after understanding the product hierarchy, now let us understand product mix. So product mix, basically like it has three things. One is product depth, product length, product width, and product consistency. So that is called product assortment, a complete portfolio of the product. So we are going to learn each of these concepts: what is product length, product width, product depth, and product consistency in the subsequent slide with an example. So let's take an example. So width is nothing but number of different product lines, that is called product width. So for example, a company like HUL may have a different product line like soaps, they may have a product line like toothpaste, may have some product line like again hair oil. So these are called different product lines, right? Then in each particular product line, what is the length? Length means total number of items within that line. That means how many number of soaps which they are offering that product soap category, right? Then comes the product depth. That means number of versions of each product. Let's say when we talk about the Lux, there are different types of Lux which are there. Like there is something like Lux Velvet. There is something like Lux Sandal. There is something like Lux Rose. So these are different kind of variants, which is called product depth, and that all need to be consistent with particular product class. So a product mix is basically a combination of all the product lines which has been offered by a company, right? So the number of product lines is called width, number of items in each product line is called length, and number of variants is called depth. So here is an example of product mix of Hindustan Unilever. In home and personal care, they have a personal wash, laundry, skin care, hair care, oral care, and deodorants. So these are the 6 different product lines. Again, another product class in which they are serving is like again beverages. Again, in that there will be a tea, coffee. So when we see the personal wash, there are almost 8 brands which they are offering. So Lux, Lifebuoy, Little Hammam, Breeze, and so on. So this all our product lines, right? So this all combined, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6, this 8 is called width. In each particular line, like personal wash, number of items, this is the 8, this is called product length. And suppose if we talk about Lifebuoy, then there are different variants of Lifebuoy, that would be called uh, product depth. True, product depth. So there is an elaborated example. Again, in Lifebuoy we have a Dio Fresh, Orange, Gold and Plus. So these are called product depth or variants which are available. So this is another, like again, representation of product mix of Unilever. Again, personal one, skin and care cosmetic, hair care, deodorants and oral care, which all falls in personal care. In home care there is a fabric care, kitchen and floor care. In food there is a tea, coffee, food and ice cream. Right? Let us take some more examples. This is a product mix of Nestle. Again, they have different type of product lines like milk products and nutrition, beverages, prepared dishes and cooking aids, chocolates and confectionaries. In each of the product line, right, there is a length, that means number of offerings or items, and there can be a different kind of variance as well. If we take any other example other than FMCG, then let's see the product mix of Whirlpool. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, they are into there are different 6 product lines. So the width of the product mix is 6. Again, in refrigerator they have different kind of items like direct cool, frost free, frost control, fusion 24, professional. This is called length, and the center is called product mix. Now I hope that you are very much clear with the concept of product mix. So sometimes in product line, a company need to go with down market stretch or up market stretch or maybe a two stretch in order to remain competitive in the market. Often company need to adopt different kind of strategy. So these are the different strategies which they are adopting to remain competitive. So what is a down market stretch? So there is a let us take an example of automobile industry. Volkswagen generally have a very premium products when they have entered into the Indian market. So when they came with a low range or a low priced car model like Volkswagen Polo, so they are then a down market stretch to be competitive and to target a market who are having a budget of less than 10 lakhs. So again, Volkswagen Polo may be a part of a down market stretch strategy. Similarly, when Maruti Maruti Suzuki, an automobile manufacturer, they are into a low end kind of consumers, and they have more number of products which is of less than 10 lakh rupees. So they have tried to do the up market stretch by introducing some of the products like Brezza and like Kia. So they have done the up market stretch. And Tata Motors have generally done two-way stretch. They came up with some low-end brands like Nano, and they also entered and acquired a very high-end brands like Jaguar and Land Rover. So that is called two-way stretch. So sometimes companies are doing some line filling or modernization in the product lines, or maybe pruning or removing some of the product which are not performing. So that all are a part of our product line strategy. So there is also product mix pricing, which is very important. So again, in product line we are saying that different kind of items in a particular product line have a different kind of a pricing strategy in order to cater the low end customer as well as the premium customers. Same way, some companies are also adopting a optional feature pricing. So basic product will be at low cost. If you want an additional feature, then you need to pay extra price. We are seeing it often in the automobile industry, like with the variants like LXI, ZXI, VXI, and so on. Then some companies are adopting captive product pricing. That means captive product pricing means the first products is at a very low cost, and then probably companies thinking that okay, they may going to charge heavily or high markups on market products, right? So like broadband service installation is and direct to home services, the installation is almost very free, so at a very low cost, and probably after that they think that they can fetch a good revenue in the aftermarket prices. Similar to that is a two-part pricing, that means consists of fixed fee plus variable usage fee. generally we see in all type of utility services like gas services, electricity services, or maybe a landline phone services, that there will be some part which is fixed. Even if you do not use a product, then also you need to pay it for the maintenance, and on the basis of usage you will be again charged extra. There is also called a byproduct pricing strategy generally adopted by the petroleum products, that they are also, apart from the pure petrol which they are fetching, there are so many other byproducts which they are deriving at the time of the refining the petrols in the petroleum refineries. So they may sell petrol or a basic petroleum product at a very competitive price, and they may try to fetch more profits on the byproducts like lubricant oils, or maybe resins, or maybe any other products which are a byproduct of that particular process. Product bundling prices, like if you buy just if you just want to have an extra warranty, it will be very costly. But that if you want an extended warranty at the time of purchase of that particular product, it will be at a much lower cost. And all the product which we are seeing in the supermarket, like again from the same particular parent brand, or maybe from the different brands, they try to bundle the product and try to offer it or lure the customer to purchase in a bulk. So product bundling is also a part of a product mix strategy. For example, along with the Dabur toothpaste, you will get Dabur Vatika hair oil free. So that is an example of product bundling pricing. So next comes like how can company combines product to create a strong co-brands or ingredient branding. So ingredient branding is a little bit different as compared to like product bundling. In product bundling, majority of the time we are seeing that the two brands which has been bundled to attract the customers is from the same parent brand. So again, in ingredient branding, the basic idea is having a dual branding or brand building from two or more well-known brands combined into a joint product and market together in some fashion. So best example of ingredient branding is like what most of the laptop players are doing. They used to say that okay, they have the Intel processor inside, so Intel is another brand and there is another brand, but Intel itself is a brand. So they used to do the ingredient marketing, that okay, this is a processor which we are having in all the laptops of Dell. Same way we are often seeing in many of the like again cosmetic products which was there, and they try to take competitive advantage of the feature, like they have this particular ingredient like Ayurvedic ingredient like long wala toothpaste, or maybe a product enriched with the kesar as an ingredient, or haldi as an ingredient. So that is called ingredient branding. Then next, another important concept is related to packaging. Like how can companies use packaging, labeling, warranties, and guarantees as a marketing tool? So packaging is one of the very important tool. It is generally sometimes called the fifth P, not officially, but sometimes called the fifth P, because packaging is all the activities of designing and producing the container for a product. It includes shape, color, size, and style. So there are many products which we can directly identify just from the shape of the product, irrespective whether there is a labeling or not, or maybe from the color, or maybe from the size, or maybe from the style of the packaging. So the packaging is also one of the very important concept. So there are the factors which contribute or emphasize on packaging. Is number one, it is very useful for the self service. Generally in the departmental store or malls, we used to select a product. There is nobody who used to sell the product. So again, if there is a attractive packaging, it used to help in self serving. It can also help in consumer affluence, like some consumers will be ready to pay extra price because of good packaging, or packaging which is very handy in nature. So we are often seeing a habit that the empty jars are used for multiple purpose. So generally many companies used to serve or sell their product in some jars which can be used by the like again customers in future as well, for with some different utility. It's going to enhance the company's brand image, and also give you some innovation opportunity. So these are some of the like very lucrative packagings. Like again, you can see that some fonts are different, some logos are different, colors are different, right? Like again, Kinder Joy, the shape is different. Whenever we see the blue hair oil bottle, we initially immediately recognize the brand like Parachute again. So that is again color is different, right? So function. So another important part is labels, which we used to paste in packaging. Like it is very useful in identify the product or brand, to grade it and to promote it. So there are some very important components of labeling. Like this is an example of you can see a dove, right? So there is very important information which has been given here in the packaging, like it is again nutritive solutions and daily moisture, the type of product variant, again barcode, its expiry date, the logo of the parent brand, how to use it. So this is also a very important thing which is a part of the labeling. So this is also a part of a packaging. So that's it from the product strategy. I hope that you have learned about the product mix, product line, width, length, and depth, and also about the ingredient branding. Thank you.